Austin Vanderford taking on Nikolay Veretennikov on short notice, February 22nd in Seattle, Washington. And I kind of got to look at this fight a little weirdly because there's a lot of weird scenarios that happened to make this fight actually occur. Billy Ray Goff was supposed to fight Nikolay Veretennikov last week on February 15th. Nikolay pulled out for unknown reasons. Then Billy Ray Goff steps in a week later to fight Adam Fugitt. On this card, February 22nd, Adam Fugitt pulls out, and then now they're doing Nikolay Veretennikov versus Austin Vanderford when Billy Goff is not injured, he's not hurt, and they just matched up Billy versus Nikolay. Now it's canceled because Nikolay pulled out, and Nikolay's still able to fight. Weird stuff going on for this fight 100%. But we're going to go on to the prediction, though. Austin Vanderford coming in, making his UFC debut. He is a little bit older, 34 years old, about to turn 35 years old. Nikolay Veretennikov, also an older fighter in this welterweight division at 35 years old. Austin Vanderford, a former Bellator fighter, fought for the belt, did really, really good on the regional scene. Won on Dana White's Contenders series, just wasn't signed after that win. Rear naked choke when he was 5-0. Joined Bellator, went on a great streak. Beat Fabian Edwards unanimously. Only lost to Aaron Jeffrey and Gegard Mousasi. Came back with a knockout win in 2024, and now is getting a shot in the UFC, which is really random that he's getting a shot off of one win, and he's 34 years old, but we shall see what happens. Nikolay's 0-1 in the UFC, only losing a close striking affair to Danny Barlow in his UFC debut. Also lost to Michael Morales on the Contender Series a few years ago as well. This is going to be a fun one, though. This is going to be a fun one. Nikolay is by far the better striker here. Better kicks, better punches, better everything in terms of the striking, but Vanderford has been looking better and better with his hands in most recent fights, especially that win over Victor Romero a few months ago. Striking was looking quite good in that fight. Obviously, he's more of a wrestler, a grappler type of guy here. In the UFC welterweight division, I gotta imagine his game plan is going to be to take down Nikolay Veretennikov, wrestle, grapple, get the takedowns, and keep the striking as even as he possibly can in this fight. I do believe Nikolay Veretennikov wins round 3. I think Austin Vanderford wins round number 1, and I think it comes down to round number 2. Who wins round 2 here in the welterweight division? Can Austin get the takedowns early on, get some control, and keep the striking as even as possible? I'm going to go Austin. I'm not at all confident. These are two older, aging veterans in the UFC welterweight division. Height and reach pretty similar. Again, Nikolay's got the better striking, but Austin mixing in takedowns can kind of nullify the striking of Nikolay Veretennikov here. Not a confident pick at all, but I am going to go Austin Vanderford. Short notice. We'll see what happens. It's a weird one at 170 pounds. I got Austin Vanderford, 29-28, winning round 1, round number 2. Then once the sweat starts to take place, Nikolay defends more of the takedowns and outstrikes Vanderford in round number 3. I'm going to go Vanderford, 29-28 decision.